What's going on, everybody? It's by Paul, but thank you all so much for checking out another video. And what I want to talk about today is reverse boosting really worth it? Is it really worth your time? Because I know more than most on how the algorithm works, how skill-based matchmaking works, how engagement optimization matchmaking works. And I understand that reverse boosting is a tantalizing prospect. You may just be sick of getting into sweaty lobbies time after time after time after time, and that's fine. I completely understand you. You want to take your gaming experience back, and you want to take your Call of Duty experience back, and I get that. I do. That's why I took steps to get my Call of Duty experience back. But is reverse boosting really the way to go? So, if you are a player with a 1 KD right now, if you just have a 1 KD, 1.01, whatever it may be, around the 1 KD mark, don't think that that's average. That's not average. You are above average. Okay? The average KD in Call of Duty is 0.7. Okay? That is the average KD. That's why anything above that seems to put you in the upper echelon of players. And I know how frustrating that can be, because on paper, skill-based matchmaking isn't actually a terrible thing. It's just in practice, it just makes it so much, I wouldn't say different from one game to the next, it's just inconsistent experiences. And I don't think the form thing helps either, because, you know, you can have a couple of bad games and all of a sudden get yourself thrown in an easy lobby do while then getting bent over a barrel with an apple in your mouth and they're calling you Susan. You know, that's kind of how the matchmaking works. But what if you want to put a stop to that? What if you want to say, you know what, I'm done with it, I want to trash my stats? Alright, cool. As somebody who has got a bot account, who has 2 bot accounts, let me tell you how much work you have to put into that, okay? So if you're thinking you're just going to jump into a game with an RPG and start blowing yourself up, that's a really, really fucking dumb way of doing it. Alright, that's not going to achieve anything whatsoever. Alright, the best way to do badly in games and still keep your sanity is to just do what I call the no-scope challenge. Run around with the sniper rifle, just try and no-scope people, and you'll see the difficulty come down in real time. It's crazy. But the thing is with reverse boosting, this is what I'm saying, is it really worth it? Because you have got to commit to this. Alright, there's no point thinking, oh yeah, I'm going to reverse boost, I'm going to trash my stats, you know, like, because I understand people don't want to make new accounts. Alright, they've invested time into their accounts, they've bought bundles, they've got skins, they've got interstellars, whatever it may be. And then getting, maybe buying a new console and having a new account, is something that is just not financially viable. I get that as well. So this kind of seems like the best ultimatum, really. Well, firstly, how much do you actually enjoy looking at your stats? If you enjoy looking at them and think, bloody hell, these are really, really good, I'm really happy with these, then I probably wouldn't bother, because it's a lot of effort that you've got to go through. Alright, because you may think, oh, I'm just playing 5 games, do really, really badly, get myself in a good lobby, and then I'm going to have a great time. Yeah, you will. For that one lobby, you will have a great time. But we're on about doing this consistently, getting it to a point where you can consistently have a good time. Like I said, it's a lot of work and a lot of effort. And if you start it, because I'll tell you, man, it's fucking mind-numbing. It is mind-numbingly boring. Like, anybody who's ever tried it, yeah? Anybody who's ever tried reverse boosting, it's fucking pain, man. It is, because, you know, you're fighting against all of your instincts to start killing people and do well. And you're just fighting against it all the time and all the time. And then when you get it to the point where you think you want it to be, that is when you've kind of got to double down on it and say, no, I'm going to fight my urges. I'm not going to fight back, and I'm going to keep doing this until I really start to sink down the ladder. Now, if you do this properly and you give yourself where you want to be, you get the lobbies that you seem to want to be, and then when you've done that, then you still have to commit to the whole reverse boosting thing more by playing effectively with your hands tied behind your back. And what I mean by that is, you're going to have to take about, say you're in a lobby and you're thinking this lobby is going to be an absolute piece of piss, we're going to chopper gunner swarm them, all the rest of it. What you've got to do is you have to take about 20 or 30 deaths in the beginning, and then go on your streak, and then get your chopper gunners, and then get your swarms. You see what I mean? Because then you don't tell the algorithm that you actually have got thumbs, and you want to, you know, it will put you up in the higher echelon of players again. It's a fine balance if you want to do this right. This is why I say it's a big commitment. This is why I'm making a video saying, is it really worth doing? Because, dude, honestly, no, it's not. There are better ways of getting the lobbies that you want. Having multiple accounts and just session joining them, getting a VPN and just logging yourself into some far-gone location, right? Or alternatively, if you aren't committed to your account, then just make a fresh one, make a new gamer tag, make a new PSN, make a new Blizzard thing, whatever they're called, and start again with a fresh account and let it get absolutely fucking annihilated. Just get that thing ran into the ground and then go again. Then you haven't got to start doing the whole, I'll start reverse boosting here, I'm going to run around with a snap, I might run around with an LMG hip fires only, that'll be fun. It's not fun. It's not fun. It's boring. It's boring and it's tedious. And if you're someone like me who does have bot accounts, dude, I've been more than open about having bot accounts, man, I just have, so whatever. Then you've got to keep them fresh as well. That's another thing that people don't seem to think of, and it baffles me, it really, really does. If you've got a session join account, then you've got to play with that account. Right? You can't just let it sit there and stagnate. Right? If you want the experiences that you want, it's from a YouTube perspective to get good gameplay. Alright, unless I'm recording it live, I want to be playing between like 6 and 9 PM in the evenings. And the evenings are on weekends. And I want to have my bot account just get put through the ringer for a few games beforehand, because then it just doesn't get stagnated. If you really wanted to push it, if you really wanted to push your luck with this, you could get it to a point where you go on your bot account before you jump on to get footage, and you get it absolutely slaughtered. And I mean slaughtered. And then you could go get some absolutely stupid gameplays. Then it is like playing on easy mode. Right? It's just kind of what you've got to do to get the results that you want. And I don't care if people don't like it. Oh, hang on, just give me a second. Get that bird in the air. Scrubble-up-dub-dubs, I appreciate you getting your shit pushed in by me today. There is some crackers on the way out. And yeah, like I said, I don't care if people like to say that, oh, I don't do anything to the matchmaking, I don't do this. Like I said, any YouTuber who got themselves in an easy lobby, anybody who makes videos and got themselves in an easy lobby, however they did it, it's still a bot lobby. It's like one of them things where people claim to hate about it and then go on about hating it whilst they're having a good game. Yeah, by one way or another, they've got themselves into a bot lobby. Don't worry about it. It's fine. So, reverse boosting, is it really worth it? It's a commitment. It is a commitment and a half. And if you don't think you can do it properly, if you can't commit to it, and you're just going to half-arse it, then no, it's not, because the juice just isn't worth the squeeze.